I knew I liked you, Emily. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Hey everyone,
Oh.
Hey everyone, I'm Justin Neidinger, and I'm going to be your dungeon master tonight for this hard R-rated campaign in my homebrew world of Pernault. Before we go any further, I want to make sure I introduce you all to my 5 PCs. We'll get things kicked off in alphabetical order, so that means we're going to be starting with you, Casey.
Hi, I'm Casey. I'll be playing Byron, your silver-tongued bard. CJ?
Hey guys, I'm CJ. I will be fulfilling my fantasy of flying, playing the sorcerer Soar.
Hello, I'm Emily, and I will be playing Clem, the blacksmith warlock.
My name is Lisa, and I will be playing Nyx, the reborn cleric, which means even in multiple lives, I can't stop being a dumbass. Rob?
I'm Rob. I'm playing your lovable, sewage-covered, murderous orc barbarian, Casper.
All right, so you have a chance to reintroduce yourself to everyone. But if you didn't get a chance to hear us last week, we are playing D&D 5e with a few homebrew rules. We're using D&D Beyond, so if you scroll onto the left-hand side, you're going to be able to see some cool things about our PCs, like their hit points and stuff like that. Lastly, the entire center of the board, this is a program called Tailspire. We're not affiliated with them, but we love it. And if you haven't already, you should go pick it up on the Steam store. Does any of the players have any questions before I jump into a quick recap?
Recap.
Okay. So there was a weird little intro where everyone witnessed a man getting stabbed and then poofed away using some kind of magic. After that, the group went into the second annual zombie bash at the Tiefling's Touch, which is a brothel near the edge of the middle class and the royal districts. You all entered a contest and were paired up together for a chance to win 10 whole gold each. That's 50, Lisa. There's no way to cheat your way around that. 50 pieces, 10 each.
I can find a way to cheat my way around that.
Yep. Probably can. So, as that happened, Byron met with a lovely person named Carmax, a completely made-up name that we will gladly sponsor out for a small fee. But we found out that Carmax had his dog stolen by his ex-wife. And that is at an address that I have written down somewhere, and it's actually a board. After trying to get the other 7 groups who were in the annual zombie batch kicked out or drunk, the group got introduced to Cinnamon with an S and hopped on a flight, which is a equivalent of a ride share, to go to the sewers. It's here that they found some zombies and were introduced to a lovely little character riding a giant scorpion named Gorbox, eater of man flesh and master of my undead enemies. So he showed up right at the end of the session. You guys are getting ready to go into combat. There is a Knoll zombie directly in front of you. He's the one, I'm going to put my little light over top of him here. He is wearing like a cloak, and the one behind him looks like he is a little bit more intense. He's got a little bit more of himself together. Last thing before we get kicked off, I promised you guys last time everybody gets inspiration. So all 5 players get inspiration if you already got it. And last week, I gave inspiration to Hot Breadstick. So here's how this is going to work.
Again.
Yes, here's how this is going to work. So Hot Breadstick, if at any time you see that one of the PCs needs some help, you are fully free to use your inspiration to give them a second chance at a roll one time. You got to use it up this time, and then at the end of the session, I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to let Lisa pick next week's inspiration out of chat.
Ooh.
So, and then the following week, they'll be able to use their inspiration.
Power, Lisa.
I know. The power is immense. It's a lot.
It's okay, Hot Breadstick. You can show all the favoritism. So, if you guys don't have any questions, we're going to get things kicked off with a little bit of initiative. Oh, I need dice.
Rerolling initiative.
Mhm.
Yes, initiative.
Okay. 8.
I wanted to say last session that anybody vaguely perceptive would have seen Casper go a little white when he saw the giant scorpion that the madman was riding. A much paler shade of green. He did not seem to like that at all. But thankfully,
tell
we're not
me-
fighting that.
Why it's great to go first, because I hate going first at level 1.
All right, so I got this up here. Byron, what's your initiative? Byron.
Sorry. I'm trying to get the music set up on this thing.
Okay, let's go with Soar. Soar,
Yeah, in
what's your?
chat, please, if music gets kind of fucky again, let us know. We had a lot of comments about it last time.
Soar is 7 initiative.
7. Nyx.
8.
8. Casper.
11.
11. Clem.
22.
Oh my god. And oops, that's not 26. I don't know why that jumped up. 22. And last but not least, we got my main man Byron.
14.
14.
Did I pump some dex into my warlock, Justin? Yes, I did.
Well, at least you're not a tabaxi monk. That's all that matters.
Got a future Hexblade Warlock coming out, don't we?
All
No.
right. So, Clem, you get to go first. There you are in the sewers, if you don't remember, and the water is about hip deep on Casper. What do you want to do?
So there's these 2 guys right here. Is that it? These 2
All that you can
frenemies
see
up ahead?
is this guy right here who looks like one of the gnoll zombies that you fought before, and this guy here who looks a little bit extra.
Okay, I'm going to dart around Nyx because I'm presuming I can at least fit in that space because we're not
Yep.
factoring the bottoms of these. And then between the wall and Casper and Byron, I'm going to try an Eldritch Blast to my main man up front.
Okay.
Doo-doo. And that would be a 12.
That would be a 12.
Yes.
Uh-oh. So that would be... Sorry, I apparently am not ready. That would meet.
Yes. Okay. Damage on that bad boy is 8.
8. Phew. All
let's
right.
go.
So,
Does that kill
You-
it instantly? Did we do it?
no, it does not. But you do see, I believe it was red, because you didn't want it to be red, you wanted it to be yellow. But you see red light shoot out of Clem's hands and smash this gnoll right in the old face.
And then I'm
And-
gonna hold.
No.
'Cause I am a little level 1 baby who can't do a lot.
All right. So next up is going to be Byron.
I think Byron will step over onto the bridge and make his way across. As he is headed that direction, I will turn towards the wonderful, our wonderful undead friends, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in this area.
Okay.
So a little
Sure.
20-foot range there.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of raise my hand and say, "You stink. You're festered. You look rotted. Your hair is falling out and your skin is spotted. Whoever raised you looks like they propped you up with sticks. It's a shame. They should have waited on our girl Nyx." And I will...
Yay!
So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
14 is the goal.
All right.
Is Byron a rapping artist? I am here for that.
So
I don't know that I have that talent, but
Not
Uh,
yet.
it-
We're only level 1. You get
So-
rapping at level 3.
That's the school of rap. That's an unnatural 0.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
An unnatural 0.
So,
Unnatural 0. So what happens?
So both of them fail?
Oh shit! Sorry.
He rolled for both. I heard
No,
that.
I rolled for 1. The other one is a 14.
Okay, so that one
Sorry.
meets. No,
Sorry, 17.
that one definitely meets.
Yeah.
So the one that is
So the one that failed is the one that took all the damage to the face from the Eldritch Blast, the weaker the 2 looking.
okay. My magic is purple, and he became encased in a illusionary glow of violet light, which allows him to be hit with advantage if any other attacker attempts to attack him.
Okay. And you see the gnoll creature looking around, all surprised that he is now purple monster. All right. And Casper, it's going to be your turn.
All right, Casper, one more time into the breach, charges forwards and smashes. He still has his longsword and shield out.
Okay.
So he's going to smash him with a longsword.
All right.
Boom. 12.
That meets.
Thank God. Okay. 5 damage.
So you see this creature, and you get advantage. Did you do the advantage?
I say
Oh,
you might just in case you crit.
I'm sorry. Nope.
I
one on
the
that one.
opposite.
Oh, good thing. Good thing. It was a reverse crit. All right. So you come running up and see this gnoll turn purple, and just as you do, you bring down your sword and cut it directly in twain, and it just flops in half and falls over, and it is now dead.
Second one of the campaign cut in half, boys.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
All
Let's start
right.
counter.
And
Well,
because
we literally have sent him in for a counter.
He's going to move
Kinda her full
forward
job.
as well.
she yells
Oh,
back,
God.
and she's like, "That's 6." And
I do move forward after into that space.
okay.
I'm done cutting him in half.
Okay.
I assume it's in him. Could be a hurt. And then I see the other gnoll, I assume. And
Yes,
yell
that
back, there's more around the corner.
you run around the corner and see this big beefy boy in front of you, and to your left is another one of the shambling gnoll zombie looking creatures. And it is now Nyx's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna cast the same thing that I did last time, but just do a little Toll the Dead moment. Remind me if that big beefy boy's missing any hit points.
He is not.
Cool. Wisdom DC 12, please.
All right. Oof, oof. That is a solid 2. This is the first die going to dice jail, people. Dice jail.
You're gonna run out of dice to put in dice jail.
Lies.
Alright. Okay, he's gonna take 8 points of damage. I am going to proceed forward and end my turn. Bada bing.
Okay. How much damage you say it was? 4?
8.
8. All right.
Is he dead? Did I do it? Did I kill him? Did I do
No.
it good?
He's good, but you didn't kill him, and he's not blood either. But you can see him kind of paw at his head, at his ears, because of this deafening noise. And it is Soar's turn.
All right. So Sword is going to fly down to the bridge.
Okay.
He is going to land on the bridge, and he's going to stick his arms out and make a wave motion of an out, sort of like parting the Red Sea. And he is
Okay.
going to cast Shape Water.
Ooh.
And what I'm going to ask is, I assume since it's a sewer, the floors are wet, and I'm going to take the water under the big gnoll, the gnoll fighter,
Okay.
and cause it to slip outwards, so that way the gnoll will basically fall prone in front of.
I like it. I gotta get some sort of dex
Casper.
save.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say he's gotta roll a 15. Okay.
Cool.
That is a 12. So
Alright.
you come flying over to the bridge and you make this fancy hand gesture, and everybody else just sees the knoll flop right onto his face. And he is now prone, which I can't do on here, so keep me honest, folks, because it's now these guys' turn. So this guy... Oh,
And then
got
you
more to
would
do?
just no, that's really it. But you would just kind of hear Sword sort of like give an exhale, like, okay, that works. Okay, so we're good on that. And then that's his turn.
Do you still have any
Okay.
movement, Sor?
I used a little bit of it to fly to the bridge, but that's all I need to do.
Hey Justin, can he move in the direction of this prone creature to move into its space and maybe just kind of like push its big dumb paralyzed body into the water? Is that an option?
Nope, because it wasn't his idea.
I'll just DM him next time.
There you go. There you go.
I don't think he can
So-
reach it anyway.
The knoll zombie creature shambles up to Casper, and he is going to bite and club you. The first one's going to be a bite, and that is
Oh,
fucking 3. That's that's less than what your AC is, and
AC is 18 for future reference.
damn.
Level 1, dang.
Second die in dice jail. That is 2 in under a minute. All right, so he comes over at you, and he goes to hit you and to bite you, and you just kind of nimbly back away, and then his teeth just slide right off your armor. And now it is our another Knoll character. He's going to stand up, and he's going to
My shield. Bravely.
he is going to try to bite and short sword you. The first one is a 12, and the second one is a 15. Did you say? I don't know what your AC
18.
was.
Don't get
18.
too excited, Justin.
I got too excited for. That's. Damn it. Well, at least he's standing now. And. Top of the round.
believe it is Casper who has the lucky onesie, to be honest.
All right. So, it is your turn, Clem.
I'm just seeing how far away these guys are. Okay. So I am going to try and remind myself what my movement is. I'm pretty sure it's probably 30 because I'm a human, right? Oh yeah, 30.
It should be, yep.
So I'm gonna beep boop 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 boop.
Are you a
Oh no,
robot?
she took a level in Artificer.
And I don't think that puts me close enough to use my daggers, so I'm just gonna go for an Eldritch Blast again.
Good throw.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, oh yeah, but I can't. Can I two-handed weapon it if I throw them? Am I able to do that? I'm not two-handed, two-weapon fight if I throw them, because then it's ranged. It's not.
You just understand that you're in a sewer, and if you miss, it might be a little bit harder to get your
Yeah, I'm
knives.
just gonna blast. And I'm actually gonna go for this little guy around the corner right here,
Okay.
because I think he's peeking out enough that I can snag him. No, I can't. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
That doesn't take long.
Is Wen adjacent to this guy there? Or no?
Is she adjacent to?
The guy around the corner.
I mean, hold on.
Like vertically.
Yeah. I mean, so we could say that she could try to attack with a just on a diagonal
It's not
instead
a
of
good
throw,
I'm not advocating for her to be adjacent.
because that's what she is. It's 100% that.
Well, my inspiration let me hit it with a 19.
Ooh, fancy. All right. How much damage?
8 damage.
8 damage. That's 2 8s in a row for you.
I'll pump myself up, you guys. It's fine.
So you come running up, and you let loose your dagger and hit this thing right in the chest.
Oh no, it was
And-
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Sorry,
Eldritch Blast?
you Eldritch Blast right in the chest, and you see it kind of careen back, and there is some sort of like white fluid seeping out of it because it's now bloodied.
Gross.
Let's go.
Yep.
More of that.
All right, Byron.
I'll step out from my hiding spot, and once I can get a good eyesight on the giant gnoll,
Okay.
I'll just kind of look at him and just say, the best part about me is that I'm not you, and I'll just cast psychic damage on him through
Okay.
vicious mockery.
All right.
So that's a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Let's see here. Wisdom, he's not great. Oh, 14 on the nose.
So he managed to perfectly save again.
Yay!
Peter.
So I don't think anything happens to him then. I will look at Wim, or I guess Clem.
I did not
And,
intend for those to rhyme. It only just registered when you said that.
Womp womp.
Not intentional.
We have a very important question in chat right now.
And I
Yes.
will.
Beloved hot breadstick. Can
Hot
we use inspiration to make a creature reroll?
Oh, I'm gonna allow that to go to the group. I'm not gonna dungeon master that one.
I mean,
I'm down.
so
I'm
are we
down,
allowing
son of a bitch.
inspiration
Yeah,
to
I hate
be
it, but I'll allow
advantage
it.
or disadvantage?
Well, he's saying like
Ooh.
letting the creature. Oh,
Yeah,
also that.
I'd say so. I think if somebody wants to help and have a creature roll at disadvantage, I think that's fun.
I like that idea.
That's really up to Justin then, I feel like.
No, we've already agreed. 5 to
Oh.
1.
Yeah, he pacifies. So.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Honestly, like I'm okay with it. I'm just here for the ride.
All right.
Here,
The
here.
only thing,
That's how I feel.
Dealer's choice how you want to use your inspiration, hot breadstick.
the only thing I don't want is them to be able to give us disadvantage. 'Cause that kind of
Yeah, you
sucks.
can't give us disadvantage. Only the
So, okay.
creatures.
So-
I mean, let's
so
be
here's
honest.
how-
Who's gonna get it besides me?
Here's how it can work. You can give me advantage or disadvantage, or you could give any of the players advantage.
Gosh,
I like
I'm so
that.
needy.
You guys are, but it's okay.
Okay.
Good idea, hot breadstick. You can't get double inspiration though. So
Okay, I'm going to look at Clem and then say, Clem, there's no sweeter music than the screams of our enemies. Now, go compose.
Ooh.
Okay, that was cute.
So,
and it's a shame you already have inspiration.
no, it's bardic inspiration. So
No,
Casper.
I'm saying
Oh,
I'm saying you as a person already have inspiration. I already given it to you.
so Casper and Soar and Clem now all have bardic inspiration. So you guys get a d6 if you'd like to add that.
All right. Please forget
Thank
on
you.
your turn
Yeah.
so that it doesn't impact my guys.
I'll try to
Yeah.
remember if I
We
can.
still have bless going, so
Yeah.
All right, Casper,
All right.
it's your turn.
I'm attacking the big boy. With the long sword, of course.
Okay.
I wish I needed. I rolled a 17 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits. You guys are just schooling these guys.
All right. 7 damage.
Oof. All right. So 7 damage, and you bring your sword down, and you can see it just takes a huge chunk out of his armor, and he is now starting to bleed everywhere. 7 damage. All right. And it is now.
Did you just say damage?
I did say damage. All right, Nyx, it's your turn.
what do you think I'm gonna do?
Toll the
Pass your
dead.
turn to somebody else.
You're so welcome to take a big old guess. Or can you give me another wisdom saving throw? DC 12.
DC 12
Pretty
wisdom
please.
saving throw. That is that's a whopping 5.
Ooh, that's not gonna do it. All right, 9 points of damage.
Oh,
More
Jesus.
bells. More
So,
bells.
there is a bell ringing that only this creature can hear, and it grabs its head, and blood starts oozing from its face, and it falls to the ground dead.
Hey, we did it good.
Ooh.
Woo!
And then with my action, I attempt to do a flip.
Okay, I'm gonna need a athletics or an acrobatics check, please.
Perfect.
It's a DC 12. What'd you roll?
We're gonna burn that inspiration and try that one. 13.
Hey, just for no reason at all, you
Yeah,
do
just to
a
prove.
flip and land. You land right on your feet, and this gnoll that's actually almost dead, he gives a gentle clap. He's like, "Yay!"
she strikes a pose, then points a finger at him. Just goes, "You're next."
He goes, "Boo." Soar, it's your turn.
All right, so Soar is going to fly around the corner, basically right on the edge right here.
Okay.
And as he's flying, he's kind of telling himself like, well, he's kind of saying it out loud. He's, okay, ray of frost, ray of frost, ray of frost. And as he stands on the corner, he goes and claps his wings together and goes ray of frost and shoots out firebolts.
Okay, so before you do that, because one of our characters or one of our players said that the methane might explode, give me a D100 roll. If you roll a 1, there's gonna be some bad stuff.
Is this how I kill everyone in the second session?
This is gonna be a
I
very
mean-
short campaign.
Byron's fine. He's hiding.
23. We're fine.
Okay, you're okay.
God.
So this firebolt shoots over, and
That's a nat 20, baby.
okay.
Bow.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. I need you to describe how you murder this poor creature, because he only had 3 hit points left. There's no way that you're not going to kill him.
So as Soar flies around and he claps his hands together, you see a bolt of fire shoot from between his feathers, and it's like a bullet. It shoots straight out of a gun, straight, and then just goes through his upper torso, and the creature's just standing there, and then the camera zooms in and you see the little hole in the burned and then all the organs inside, and he just goes and just drops.
Nice. That's exactly what happens as he falls dead, and you are all out of combat. So, let me.
Not me. Spelling. Over my book. That's fine. Who needs notes anyway?
All right.
Is Cinnamon still behind us?
Is Cinnamon
you
still
do.
behind us?
You as that goes right through the last creature, you hear Cinnamon yell, 8, that's 8, you killed 8 creatures. And she runs up and she's like, hee.
Cinnamon, what was the going total from last year?
I believe she said 67.
I'm glad somebody else remembered that, because my memory's shit.
It seems unlikely that we'll be able to meet that total before we exhaust ourselves. Are the undead that we're supposed to be fighting all of a uniform nature and typically this strong?
Well, now that you mention it, last year's did seem a little bit easier. They weren't lasting more than 1 hit.
Do you know who that gore box person was?
Yes, riding an undead scorpion, I believe.
I don't know. He sure was scary, though.
Can we get extra bonus points for the ones that took more than 1 hit? It only seems fair given that last year's there was 1 hit zombies.
They did seem significantly larger
They were
than what we
so
were
much
expecting.
harder.
And since it's such a harder challenge.
Give me a persuasion.
Does she get help since I'm wheedling also?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm helping too.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one. I got a 20. I got a nat
Wait,
20.
You got
I
a nat 20?
I got a nat fucking 20. Yeah.
Didn't even need
She-
the help.
She gets real close to you, Nyx, and she says, Now, sweetie, don't you tell anybody, but I'm gonna add 6 more to your count. That'll put you at 14.
Thank you, Cinnamon. That's incredibly, incredibly kind of you.
And
And then
don't
she
tell
turns
anybody.
her back, and you watch her face just kind of drop. And she's just like, "That's not high enough. That's not gonna do it."
I want the
Okay.
record.
Meanwhile, Byron is just looting the undead creatures, looking for anything of
While
value.
Byron is doing that, Casper is going and he's just pulping the heads of the creatures with his greatsword
Okay.
until they're unrecognizable.
Byron, you find a club. I'm sorry, 2 clubs, 2 short swords, 1 set of studded leather armor, an ornate dagger that's worth 15 gold pieces, and a necklace made out of different types of fingers, like different species. So there's like a lizard man one, and a couple humans, a gnome.
Does the necklace seem like it has some type of like arcanic value to it at all, or
Give me a either a history or give me I guess a history roll.
an 11?
Okay. This to you would seem like traditional Knoll war band stuff. Like this is something that somebody who has been a Knoll fighter for a while has accumulated as trophies from people that they've dispatched in the past.
I'm going to prestidigitate it and give it a clean scent and
Okay.
and remove it, and I'll just say, Nyx, does this fit your aesthetic?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, she would appraise it for a moment, but you could tell that her eyes are kind of big and a little bit glittery. And she goes, "It's absolutely beautiful, but you found it though, so."
Oh no, I have no intention of wearing it. It would look gosh with what I'm wearing. I can't fathom.
Well, it's much appreciated. And she would very quickly take it and put it on her.
I'm
put it on herself.
is it? I said gosh. I think I meant gauche. Is the
Gauche.
ornate dagger seem like it's anything special or just worth a lot?
It just seems like it's worth 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
So like it's got some small jewels encrusted in the hilt. It looks like it's a pretty decent thing, but it would work the same way as a regular dagger.
Okay. He'll just stow that and say, I think we can fence this for a little extra cash, and he'll store that inside of one of his belt slots.
Can I do an inspection of the zombies just to see with my kind of background with undead? Do I notice anything unique about their creation?
Oh, what the hell are we gonna roll with that? Give me
Well,
nature. I don't know what other.
I mean,
Arcana?
yeah, nature.
we can take our-
Arcana,
I will.
Could-
I could be swayed to do an arcana.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna use. I have a special ability called Knowledge from a past life, and I get to add a 1d6 roll to that. As a
Okay,
way of
so-
tapping into my prior lifetime's knowledge.
Oh, this isn't the zombie's previous life. This is your knowledge of a
My
previous life.
knowledge from back my first life when I was alive. It's
Okay.
like the idea of having. Sometimes
That's-
I get these flashes of, flashes and flickers of old memories that from a life that I don't recall anymore. That kind of thing.
Okay. So do you have to roll anything for that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I rolled a 13 plus 1d6, and I did that wrong. That's fine. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So in the meantime, there are rats coming over and starting to chew on the body. Well, while she's trying to figure that out, there is.
This is fucking pathetic. Okay, I rolled a 6, so I got a 19.
Okay. So you can see that the big beefy gnoll, he seemed to be of a much higher quality, almost as if this one was fresher than the other two. The other two look like they have been created a longer time ago. There's more decay to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure does. Do I get anything from my past, my first life? Or is that putting you too much on the spot? And
No. I need to write it down though, because I'm sure it's going to come back to bite me in the ass.
Probably.
So, you, and this just is to you. You flash back to a time when you were in Hopden, Hopdan Creek, and you had come in like a thief in the night, and you took this. It was a couple who had just been married. You took the husband's life and dragged him out in the middle of the night and created a zombie with him. Now, the reason why I say this is this creature, as you were working your magics on it, this creature had the same properties when it was just turned as the big beefy guy. Like the composition of the body.
Okay. Okay. I will, after kind of assessing them and having this realization that this one is much more freshly created, I'll kind of pass that limited knowledge along. I thought that this was meant to be a zombie hunt from the ones that invaded a year or so ago. I don't understand. Some of these are freshly made.
2 years ago, actually. Second anniversary for the undead.
Oh,
No, this zombie was not made more than a few weeks ago at most.
well, I need you to understand these were. Oh shit! I need my notes. These were brought from. I can't remember the place, but it was a different area. These zombies were essentially farmed, right? So they went out into the wild, they brought zombies in, and they were used for this hunt. This is definitely to commemorate when we pushed out the zombies from our city, but these normally are not from within Donvar's hold.
Cinnamon, if they're farmed for us to hunt, and last year we fought 67, and it appears that we've actually run out of green stones. So I guess this 8 were all that we were supposed to hunt?
I'm a little confused myself. It seems as if somebody was down here messing with what's going on. Maybe it was this Goreflox, I think he said. Was it Goreflox?
Gorebox.
Gorebox. Oh.
That seems like a safe assumption, but I have to be honest, Cinnamon, I'm a bit concerned that you folks are bringing in hundreds of zombies every year just to hunt.
Yeah, what's up with that? That seems like a lot.
You're bringing in hundreds of zombies into Donvar's hold.
She takes you aside and she says to the rest of the group, she's like, well, 1 minute, and she pulls Nyx aside and she says,
Touch me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but honey, I think that I can trust you. But these areas are supposed to be safe. They're supposed to be guards who are here to make sure none of these zombies get away. What worries me, and I'm not gonna lie, I am highly medicated because I am scared. The fact that there is nobody here to keep us safe is very fucking scary.
I thought that was our job. Oh, he's not part. involved.
No, not
sorry.
a part of this
Yep.
conversation. But
Sorry.
I think
Your
I think
hearing's
what I-
really fucking good.
I've just had a character
Sorry.
revelation about Nyx, which is that apparently she's a fucking snitch. Because I'm immediately going to turn to the rest of the group and say, "There's supposed to be guards here. There's supposed to be guards here protecting us, and they're not here. And those zombies are a lot stronger than the ones that are supposed to be." Cinnamon, what the hell is going on?
My assumption.
Cinnamon, you better give us a heck of a lot more points for this.
She looks at you and she's like, "I certainly do not know what you're talking about." And she turns to you, Nyx, and she's like, "You fucking rat."
Absolutely. I'd rather be a living rat than a dead one. I've already done that before. We have to get out of here.
Point of note, Nix, you're actually not living. Just
Nyx does
Anyway.
turn around, by the way.
Chicken shit, son of a bitch.
She sees the three goobers of the party just like looking down this giant hole in the wall, just like, what's down there? She
Yeah.
turns around really dramatic, and we're all just like,
Guards, you
"Oh,
say?
there."
I think that's what we're for, and I try to mimic her southern accent.
There is two paths that you guys can see. There is a path to the left, which you guys are looking to, and there's a path to the right, which is on the other side. And if you guys went farther down the street, there are some ladders up, but that's your places that you can go. Give me a perception check on the left-hand side.
Everyone? Or
Yep. Well, everybody's over there.
Oof. 8.
I'm
10.
not very concerned about
21.
any zombies we might face down there.
19.
10.
Okay, so there was a
20,
it was a
21 and a
19.
19.
Okay, so the higher rolls, you can hear in the distance as an echo the slow like of zombies down that path.
The one that we're standing at right now.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I guess the question is should we still be hunting them, or are we
That's
supposed
why
to
we
be?
came here.
Well, one would assume, but I'm starting to get confused on what we're actually looking for.
We came here to be in a safe zombie hunting situation, and this is clearly not that.
We did come here to hunt zombies, and we are hunting zombies.
Yes.
I mean, what's life without a little bit of risk?
I play to win, y'all.
Or would kind of like, if we do remember, I almost died earlier today. I'm not a coward, but I
Stay
do
course,
wish
Zach.
to stay. Yep, thank you. I will do that.
Stay
Cinnamon
alive.
comes up to her and she's like, I do have one more healing potion, but after that I'm out.
You can't be out, then how are you going to keep track of our score?
I think she means she'll run out of inventory.
Yes.
Not that she's leaving.
After that, my pockets is empty.
No, Cinnamon, if it's too dangerous for you to continue, we can keep track of the number of zombies we kill. We can simply report back to you the number that we took down, a very truthful number. Right, Paladin friend? Look at him.
I don't understand.
him,
He
he's-
just turns around. He's like
tall
looking
and
for it. He turns
honest.
around. He's like, yeah.
Surely he'll keep track.
I don't believe you, but I'll tell you what. If you get me out of here alive, because like I said, I am highly medicated. I'll give you 2 more than what last year's group had.
Oh, well, in that case,
Okay.
let's just
Wait,
take her to the exit.
Yeah.
New
I,
high
uh,
score? Do we get more gold if we beat the score from last year, which seems to be a personal all high best?
No, you greedy little fucks. That's the DM speaking through Cinnamon.
Whoa. That should not have been plural.
Byron politely guides Cinnamon. He says, "Look, there's a ladder right down here. I can take you to it. I see that you are concerned about making it out of here in your medicated state. I don't wish to keep you down along the sewage and filth any longer.
Maybe we should get back and figure out what happened with the guards.
If any
Okay.
other groups ran into the same thing.
Give me a persuasion check.
Who-
For Cinnamon.
23.
What are you trying to
23. For Cinnamon. You persuade Cinnamon to leave. She starts heading
Fuck off.
towards the
The area that
ladder
I'm
on the
walking
way
towards.
out.
Yeah.
Yep. She starts heading towards the ladder, and as you guys get closer,
Great.
Wait, are we all leaving?
Yeah.
No, we're just walking her out.
Because
Oh, I thought we were all leaving.
Oh, yeah, I
gotta-
thought we were all
I
guess
leaving
we
do.
gotta
too.
RP it out.
She just said that we had to get her out of here, and then
Sure.
we'd get 69 essentially.
Wow.
I don't feel super comfortable with just leaving the sewers infested, but
you guys
Technically-
get to the end here, right near the ladder, and you see a couple of the
Guards.
what are they called? Yeah, the
Oh no, dead
Oh.
guards.
Yeah,
Let's just
loot,
take
loot,
this
loot,
off
loot.
of them.
Yep. You guys see a couple of Donvar's hammers, the Donvar's hammers, the city watch, and you see them there. They have leather armor if you want leather armor, and they all have short swords, but they all have been ripped apart.
Do they happen to have coin purses?
Nope.
Okay.
oh my god.
What kind of guards are these?
The kinds that are they don't want pickpockets, and that's what they are.
Casper,
Um,
I'll turn
fine.
to Cinnamon and say, well, we found your watch. I don't think that they made it. There might be a further issue. I don't know if we need to pursue or if that's something that we need to discuss with, I don't know, the city.
can Casper look at the wounds and see how they died?
Sure, give me a medicine.
Cast
19.
forget.
19.
Yep.
Whoever was here was clearly mauled by something. From what you've seen, the way that the zombies act, you would guess that this is how they died. They were attacked by zombies.
So the zombies that we fought were capable of this level of mauling.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're stronger than the guards. Good to
Certainly How
know.
it sounds, yeah.
Well, we were stronger than these two guards.
No, these were the best of the best.
They were. They're
That's
wearing
canon.
special outfits that say commandos on them.
Is the way out blocked, or is it clear for Cinnamon to get through?
She's not going first.
Oh, that's fine. Sora will fly up.
Are their swords bloody? Did they even draw their weapons?
Yeah, when you see them, they did try to put up a fight.
I'm sorry. Wait, no, the guards.
Yeah, the guards. Yep.
Okay.
You look at them, and I guess with your 19, you would know they were standing back to back, like trying to defend the exit when they were killed.
Do they have dog tags or whatever, identifiers on them?
I mean, they have little badges, but it's not like a police badge here where it's got a number on it. It's just denoting that they are actually from the watch.
Byron takes one of the badges.
I knew it.
Whoa!
I got a paladin, man.
I mean, they just die.
Yeah. Byron looks at you and says,
They died.
well,
There we
clearly
go.
we have to be able to tell the watch that, and we need some symbol of proof. And he holds up the badge. He says, what better thing to show them than the badge of the actual fallen soldier himself?
I'll take their bodies up through the hole.
We don't know
It's
what's up
right
there.
there.
As far as I know, there's an
It's the
undead
surface.
kobold riding on top of a scorpion.
It's the surface
it's-
of a city that we now know is infested with hundreds of zombies by sheer negligence.
I'll
What-
tell you
Who
one
knows
thing
what's up
for
on the
sure.
surface?
I've lived in this city for over 10 years, and I can tell you that nothing in this city is what you expect it to be. We could walk up there and it could just be more sewer for all we know.
While this conversation is happening, can Clem take any short swords that are on their bodies? And how many would that be?
think
You'd
it's
be
up
up
to
to 4 total
3?
now.
Yeah, so
Two from the last 2, and then 2 from these 2.
correct.
You would have also taken those because she will definitely modify them for someone to use later.
Is
Is he-
Casper outwardly frustrated by the looting of the bodies?
He is visibly disappointed.
Okay.
Just clicking his tongue at you guys. He's not gonna stop you.
I think Nyx would still approach Casper and just say, something to the effect, it's like, they're already gone. They're not going to miss those items.
And they died protecting the city. They deserve a bit of respect.
You
What?
can have respect, but still not miss those things in the afterlife.
Byron looks at Casper and
principle.
says, usually people don't start hating each other until a week into the job. You have a head start. And he'll start climbing up the ladder.
Clearly.
Store's already up
Clearly.
there.
You guys make it easy. Am I able, I mean, how much is left of their bodies? Am I able to take them up through the hole? I'll make 2 trips if I need to.
I mean, you can climb up with them. I mean, they're pretty intact, but yeah, it's gonna take you 2 trips. You can't just throw them both over your shoulders and carry them up there.
Use that dead lady to cut their heads off. And then sword goes through the sewer deal.
All
What
right.
does that even mean?
Clem will head up ahead.
That
and-
helps at all.
Clem will head
I
up
don't
ahead
intend to
and
cut
help
your
take out the bodies
Oh god.
Okay.
with
So,
Casper.
Rob's like,
You
oh my god, what
guys-
party is this? My goody
Degenerates.
two-shoes paladin.
Degenerate.
Yep. You all
I
are
asked one Rob.
degenerates.
Degenerates by normal
I
party
mean,
standards.
Clem's helping.
I mean,
Yeah,
my good. But thank you.
Listen, to Clem, this is respectful. She's going to be repurposing these swords that they used as guards.
And
It
Nyx
was
is going to
to
be
be used
repurposing
for
the guards
more
themselves.
Casper's
I'm
already
not, but,
written
you
off the
know,
conversation
might
as
get
one
there.
he's not going to win. So he's just like, okay.
So you guys come up the steps
Oh,
and
no.
end up. It's almost like I knew you would take the easy way out and not go down the path that's like uber spooky. You come to a section of
We need to
an
have our characters
antiquated-
put on the screen because we're lost here.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Can't
I
see.
need to
Forget
torch
that it
my
doesn't
lady.
auto-populate. Let's see here. Byron, Casper,
How could you
Nyx.
possibly have known we would take the easy way out?
because I've
We're
played
so
with you guys before.
hardworking.
Because Justin said,
No,
if you
but
go this
we're-
way, you get your gold. And we said, oh, we're going that way.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
isn't the
it's your
first.
Specifically say that. Here's the thing.
How did the
He
physics
said
of
that
this work?
that she would add 2 more onto last year's score, but that doesn't mean that somebody hasn't beaten that.
Byron
Like if somebody's chopped down like 71, then we still lost.
Byron looks at you, Casper, and says, "This is what I'm talking about. This city is layered on top of city on top of city. Nothing makes sense here. The dwarves just dig holes places and find sewers and cities. Nothing makes sense."
And that is 100% correct. The infrastructure underneath the city is a hot mess. The dwarves dug out for X period, and then they just stopped digging and let other people take over to do the rest of the city.
Okay.
Gotta listen to Boomer Byron. He's been here for 10 years.
Yep.
Do you still have
Casper.
both bodies with you?
I mean,
Like carry him now, as Sora's gonna turn around. I don't know if you could really carry them
I know.
anymore.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll put them here so the rats don't destroy them.
Hey,
Oh, the
Justin,
rest
am
one was
I on the
certainly-
map and just blind? Sorry.
I thought you were, but there you go. Maybe I think this is up high. I might have dropped you by accident. But there you go.
Byron, he's holding the badge and he just says, "See, way easier to carry than 2 bodies." He's like, "But hey, remember where we marked them?" And he'll make a movement with his finger and put a red X on the wall and says, "Now we'll know where to find them when we come back."
Because finding the X is always easy. But Soar would flick the fire on his hand and say, "We can always do cremation. It's real easy.
That's
I can
not
do it
the
for you."
point. It's the principle.
I mean,
Casper's getting heated at this point. The orc is coming out.
Okay. It's okay. Listen, we can always come back and
Voice
try to bring
echoes
the
through the
bodies up
halls.
if that's what you feel is necessary, Casper. But I think we can all agree for the time being, it's not the best move to bring them with us. Can we all agree to that?
I know.
yes.
I was not planning on carrying them through whatever hell awaits us in front.
Byron
Well-
walks out into the cavern.
Okay.
Don't jinx us yet. And I follow Byron.
So you guys are walking for about a quarter mile down through. It's a relatively smooth area. There is about 4 inches of water at your feet. That it seemed to at some point dip off and go down another hole, so that it almost seems like there's a water source above you that has come down, hollowed out this area over a long period of time, and now it's gone someplace else. So you're walking down this twisting hallway, and as you get down to where you guys are at right now, you see that there is about a 10-foot high ledge in front of you. There is also, which they don't have in Tailspire, there is about a 12-foot board that seems to have been knocked off onto the floor. This is clearly something that was used to get up from where you're at to the floor above you.
Byron will pick up one side of the board and he'll kind of like lift it up towards Soar and say, "Do you mind?"
Yes. And I grab the board and I fly up. Can everyone read this? And I'll press digitate all the dust off.
So you hold the board up and put it up top, and Soar, what you see is the ancient remains of some sort of mine, and that would be over here in this area when you fly up there.
Oh, okay. I would kind of relay down. It looks like a mine. Would I know anything of what type of mine it would be? Maybe there's some minerals laying around.
Sure. Give me a nature check, or a history check, either one.
That's a 5.
Okay, so you have no idea. It's just a bunch of rocks to you.
It doesn't look flammable.
Sorry, dude.
Um,
Those of us that have been in the city for a while, can we roll like a history or something if any of us have knowledge of caves like this that run under the city?
Oh yeah, you can all do a history.
18.
Also, a whopping
Okay.
3.
Boomer Byron strikes again.
So anything over a 15, you would all know that the dwarves mined out huge sections under the city as they spread out from their home in the mountains, just trying to find all kinds of minerals, quartz, gold, diamonds, silver, all that stuff. You would imagine this is one of those.
While we're all sitting kind of looking around, Byron is going to take 10 minutes to cast a ritual. He's just going to sit
Okay.
down and kind of move around a little vial, pulling out a drop of mercury, and he's just going to set it down on the ground and just kind of expand it out to create a large disc And he's just going to step onto it and says, would anyone like to just ride up?
Wow.
Me.
That's a bold assumption that ain't none of us been doing shit for 10 minutes just watching Byron do this.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to.
While he's doing that, so Cinnamon, I don't know what's ahead, but it's probably a lot more dangerous than what we just faced. So, should we get her out of here? Turn back?
I don't know. You guys told me to come this way. Somebody persuaded me with a 23, and I'm just following along now.
Do we want to
Do
keep
we
her
even-
here?
Do we even know for sure that there's a way out of the mines from here? What if we just start
behind
to make our own way through? We could just start blasting up stone, right? You could do that, right, little owl?
Does it smell like methane?
Oh.
No, we're not gonna make you roll for methane. But
Okay. Do I see kind of light in any of the directions of the mine that I'm looking through?
Give me a perception check.
That would be an 8.
You feel a breeze, but you're not really sure where it's coming from.
I would kind of say like, hey, I feel the breeze. I think there's a way out. Maybe up and to the right. It looks like it goes up.
Better
The
for us to
rocks.
get out together than to leave Cinnamon here, right?
Does she want to guard the bodies?
I do not, but if you give me about 4 of those short swords, I'll see what I can do.
Oh no, I think we should just take you with us.
Okay.
That's where you'll be safest.
And they
I
wouldn't
wanna.
count our score if we didn't bring you back. But yeah, safest. Definitely.
I want to go and stand on Byron's disc and float up to the second level.
Okay.
Clem would
So-
already be on it because presumably she has seen Byron do this before since they've hung out before, I'm assuming, right, Casey?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Is this? Yeah.
Is there enough room for everybody?
Yeah, it holds up to 500 pounds. So
There's. Yep.
How big
You
is the
guys can-
orc? Just kidding.
Casper,
Casper, how big are you?
Probably pushing 300 pounds.
he's just like, seats
He's a big
taken.
boy
We'll
in
come
full
back.
armor. Yeah.
We'll
You
come
might have
back
to take
for
2
you.
trips. Yeah. Thanks.
So you guys all get up to the top of the hill, the cliff here, and you see the same mine that that Soar saw. To the left, it seems like it leads to a dead end, as if this is where maybe the mine dried out, and they just decided to stop mining. And then to the right, it looks like it goes off a little bit.
What should our marching order be?
I'm in the back.
I
mean-
propose myself in the front unless someone else wants to. Really.
No,
Nope.
I would like you in the
By
front
all
as well.
means.
Okay. Just because I have the shield.
That
It's
and
easy to hide mine.
oh no, your face will scare them off before your shield.
Here's
Dang.
All right. So
I tease.
well,
You're a very
you guys-
handsome man.
You guys have your
No
your marching
psychic
order,
damage for that one.
as
and
I'm quite handsome.
you guys head off towards down the mine shaft. I
But
do have
we
to tell
see
you,
any mine carts?
you do not see any yet. But I do have to say that if you're not carrying a torch and you don't have dark vision, you cannot see.
Are those lanterns canon?
Yep, those are. So if you
And they're
you can
lit?
see, huh?
And they're lit?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Does anyone not have dark vision?
I don't.
does that.
You have a lamp from
Oh yeah.
uh,
Byron gave you one earlier.
yeah, and anytime it would go out, he would just cast a light back into it. And Byron as well as carrying a lamp.
Okay, so we're good. We got some light.
So
Does it look
as
like
you
this place has been touched for a while?
it give me a perception check or survival.
Oh, 12 on perception.
Okay. So you're looking down and you can clearly see that there have been a decent amount of footprints that have come through this area. It looks like they're going in both directions, both the way that you're going and the way that you came from.
Okay. Like recent footprints? Like there's no dust on the...
I mean,
Okay.
there's some dust, but it looks like either a ton of creatures or some things that are maybe shambling came through this way.
Okay. Stay on your guard. It looks like there have been many creatures moving through here recently.
There's
I
a
wouldn't be
lit lantern
surprised.
ahead.
This may have been where they were bringing in the zombies for the hunt.
Speaking of zombies, never mind. I can't see it yet.
Oh, I can.
Disregard. I see something in the distance. It's blurry.
Yep. So give me one more perception check, since you guys aren't stealthing. And
14.
Okay. We're probably going kind of slowly, but
19.
14.
16.
So with a 19, Byron, you hear a steady shuffling of feet ahead of you and a low moan of zombies.
I just kind of tap Casper on the side, just letting him know silently.
Okay.
Kind of tap him, point like 2, and then point forward.
All right. And as you do that, we're gonna roll for initiative.
we need to get out of this
Super
choke point.
energetic.
All right, Byron, what's your initiative?
Not rolled. 14.
14. Soar?
It's not letting me roll. 15.
15. Nyx?
9.
9. Casper?
18, baby.
Oof. And Clem?
Also 18.
18.
She goes
Double
first.
18s.
She goes
Yep.
first.
All right. And Clem, that's you getting to go first.
Well, now that we've established we're not in the range of any methane, just to change it up from Eldritch Blast, I'm going to use
Okay.
my Firebolt deliberately. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, I'm trying to move someone else. That's not me. That's why. Although it looks a little tight right here. Presumably, would I be able to squeeze around some people?
You can
as long-
you can move through
Yeah, as
players
long-
if you don't stop on us.
Yep,
I'm
you
just
just
thinking,
can't
like,
stop.
given how.
So you'd have to make it the whole way through the entire group to be able to make it through.
Okay, I'll pop out just around here, so I'm still at least not super close to them, and
Perfect.
I'm just gonna try and firebolt this closest guy.
Okay.
Do.
God.
That's an 18 to hit
That is a hit.
and 5 damage.
5 damage. So you hit this creature and you just see bits of it fly off. And after that, it is Casper's turn.
All right. These zombies look like aliens. I gotta be honest. Little green men. He's gonna charge his. He is going to give out his battle cry, which is going to echo throughout the chamber.
Okay.
Nice.
Charge again. Shield first, and then transition to a sword swipe. Okay, so he's gonna do that, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
17 to hit
17's gonna hit.
for 7 damage.
Oof. Okay, so you run across and hit this guy, and you just see giant chunks of flesh falling off of him as he starts getting green ooze all over you.
Nice. Can I Can I get a read on these guys to see, like, are these the zombies we were supposed to be fighting originally, or do they seem...
Sure.
Are they squishier?
You don't even need to roll anything. These are like the first zombies that you fought. They're shambly.
Easy ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Not really one-hittable, though.
No, these guys are not. No.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. So, Soar, it's your turn.
I am just going to firebolt the one that Casper's attacking.
Okay.
And that is a 17
17's gonna hit.
for 8 damage.
8 damage. So you hit this guy, and it looks like a strong breeze would kill it.
How high are the ceilings?
20 feet.
Okay. I will fly 50 feet up in the air and then like 5 feet forward.
You say 50 feet?
15.
15. Oh, okay. I was like,
I
that's
heard
completely
52.
different. All right. So you fly 5 feet forward and 15 feet up, and it is Byron's turn.
Byron is going to step forward. That is Soar's character. He's going to step forward and pull out his arm, which has that large bracer around it, and just kind of flip it open. And when he does, a crossbolt kind of unfolds from underneath it, and he just raises his wrist up and just shoots out a hand crossbow at
Okay.
that same target.
What'd you roll?
22
Jesus, yes, that hits.
for 8 damage.
All right, so this thing goes right through this zombie's head, and it just crumbles over backwards.
And he's going to move over into the corner and just position himself where he can see other things.
All right, so now it's the other zombie's turn. So this one's dead.
My dumbass thought you meant me. It's the other undead thing's turn.
Correct. You're not the zombie. So this guy,
Perfect.
he's gonna hop down, and he's going to try to attack. And let's see, do I have to put another die in dice jail?
You're going
Yes.
up against Rob's AC, yes.
No,
Is we're gonna
it's
free all the dice in dice jail, and then we're gonna.
It doesn't
have the
need to be
easiest
in-
game ever.
It doesn't need to be in dice jail because that was a 14, but that does not hit. So, Nyx, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna run on up, and then I'm gonna go. Oh, do a little thing called Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
What's the range on Toll of the Dead?
60 feet.
No, nice.
That is a 7. That's the way
Ooh,
my
you're gonna love this.
entire day's
It's gonna. She just kind of like half-assedly waves a hand at it, just like yeah, another zombie. Okay, just 1 point of damage. You just get one little tingly bell that just kind of appears in its vision and then disappears.
Nice. I like it. So you hit them with the fancy bells, and it is now this last zombie's turn, and he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And he's also going to attack Casper.
Way I like it, baby.
That's 3. 3 dice. That guy rolled an 11. So we have 3 dice in dice jail, and we're back at the top of the order, and it is Clem's turn.
Your criteria for dice jail is really strict. Not even slightly above average is okay for
He has too many.
dice genetics.
Yeah, I have to go through all of them and find the good ones.
I think I'm just gonna keep alternating between Eldritch Blast and Fireball. So now we're gonna Eldritch Blast that one that's right up near Casper. For the role play of it all, she's going
Okay.
to yell at him to duck, so that she can just do a pew pew pew. Well, then it's a little less boring, you know. It was a 12 to hit.
Can't you
12 is going to hit.
crack your fireball or your deal around him? Your Eldritch Blast?
I could, but it's less fun that way. I
You
live
tell
for
the duck, but it
danger.
doesn't even matter at all.
Yeah, that is
Just do it
true.
anyway.
That's only 4 damage, Justin.
4 damage. Oh, that's not a lot. So it is now gonna be Casper's turn as Clem tells him to duck as she shoots him, even though it would have hit him anyway.
So can I get a read on like how, not hard, but accurately these guys are hitting? Is that a thing?
I mean, give me a perception check, I guess.
Okay. Guess it doesn't really matter. A 9.
Oh yeah, you can't tell. You just know they're zombies and they're flailing a lot. It looks, if you're familiar with Seinfeld, it looks like Elaine dancing.
Well, you know what?
The only person.
He ducks from Clem's thing, Eldritch Blast, and as he does it, he fluidly shifts his weapons to be a greatsword instead. So now he has a greatsword instead of a long sword and shield. So his AC 16 now.
Okay.
See, look at that great thing I set you up for. I mean, come on.
Heck yeah, and he transitions, stoops low out of the duck into the zombie that has not been hit yet. I think that's the one to the right.
Yep.
I think. And he attacks. Oh, I used my inspiration. Yay!
Don't forget you have Bardic Inspiration. That's going to expire.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think that would matter on natural 1. I feel
Right.
bad. I haven't had anything to use it on. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
Holy pay Lathander? I don't know how we do that.
Oh no, Eldath!
Eldath. You're right.
So you do some kind of weird spin move with your sword and end up just cutting this guy right across his chest, and he is bleeding profusely.
Oh, damn it. I thought I cut another one in half.
Nope. Soar, it's your turn.
Soar is going to swoop down for style points.
Okay.
He is going to swoop down, and right whenever he's above the zombie that is almost dead, he's going to Ray of Frost Firebolt the dude's head and try to shoot straight down from like his head. And that is a 10 to hit.
That's gonna hit, and I apologize. Was that the one that Casper just hit, or the other guy?
Yeah,
the one that's
Casper
the
almost.
Casper just hit.
Okay, and how much damage was that?
It was 2.
Oof. So you hit this guy, and it hits him right in the head, but he must have been dropped a lot as a child because it didn't do a huge amount of damage to the top of his head.
Okay.
Byron?
I'm going to look at that same one that seems to be evading death and just say, you know, if you were in a party surrounded by female zombies, the only thing that you would pull is your leg off. And I'm going to vicious mockery him.
Okay.
That's the best one of the night.
So wisdom saving throw 14.
Yep. That is... Because of a -2, that's a 13.
Then he fails and takes 2 points of psychic damage.
Just chipping away at him.
He's dead. You have killed him with an insult about ripping off his leg. Thanks a lot.
About him not being
blast
able
his
to pull
leg off?
tail.
Did it? Yeah. Did his leg blast off?
Yes, you cut him with words so bad his leg came off. All right. So it is now zombie that's still alive turn. See, this guy is I can't tell if that's who that is, but anyway, the one that's still alive is going to attack Casper, and that is a 17. Did I actually hit? Holy shit.
Wouldn't have hit if I had my shield.
It wouldn't have, but he just flails his arm and just catches you right in the jaw and does 5 damage.
Oh wow.
I can go to bed a happy person tonight now that I did 5 damage.
Wow.
All right. So it is Nyx's turn.
5 damage doesn't do that much to you, right, bud?
Yeah. We're level 1.
You're looking bloody? Like, what's
no.
Not that
Almost,
awful?
but not quite.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. With there just being the one, Nyx is going to pull out a scythe and charge.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Did Hot Breadstick
What?
just ask if I want to re-roll that with disadvantage?
Yeah, so that way you can't
Yes,
get your
he
damage.
did.
Hot Breadsticks is
Alright.
trying to steal your happiness.
Oh, God bless you, Hot Breadstick. You wonderful person.
I want that on a t-shirt. God bless you, hot breadstick.
So, Hot Breadstick, it worked because I rolled a 15. You've smashed an old man's dreams
Let's go.
of doing 5 damage. So, good job, though. I mean, that was a good use of it. So, it's Nyx's turn, and I have been robbed. I've been so robbed.
Oh no!
Robbed from Rob.
No.
You robbed Rob.
God damn it.
Oh shit!
Psychic
Uh,
damage.
Nyx pulls out a
Damn.
scythe and a sickle because we are going full camp, and she's gonna charge at the one that's still alive.
Okay.
And just do a little slashy slash. I'm assuming that a 19 is gonna hit for
Oh, yeah, by like a lot.
6 damage, and then a 6 does not hit. So the scythe will hit, the sickle will not.
Okay. Whoops, that's the wrong. That's what the total be. So you bring this scythe down and again open up his chest, and he has got like green ooze coming out of his chest.
Cool.
And it is now Clem's turn.
We're switching back to Firebolt, because I'm gonna live a little and just alternate right now. So nice not having the methane gas.
Agreed.
But I am going to move a little so that I don't
Okay.
hit anyone by accident. I think from here I should be able to do it without hitting Nyx at this angle.
Just
Obviously
fuck
not
me
the way
up,
my
it's
money's
fine.
facing. I mean,
Yes, please.
if you were non-corporeal, it wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly. There were lots of
I'm
things that
just
wouldn't be a problem if
saying.
I was non-corporeal.
Yep,
But
that sucks.
apparently that's overpowered.
That's a
Feels-
17 to hit.
That is a 17 to hit. That's definitely gonna hit.
Another 8 damage.
Holy shit,
Okay,
you were consistent. So this guy is on his last leg, just in time for Casper to get to attack.
Clem's
Oh.
getting amped up, by the way, and she goes, "Suck it!" Revved now.
Okay. So, who's going to attack? It's a great sword. 13 to hit
Yes, that's gonna hit.
for 8 damage.
So please
Hey.
describe how you kill this last zombie.
All right. This time I'm going to shake it up. I'm cutting him vertically up and down in half.
Okay.
Big, heavy, two-handed sword using its weight to cut through the very spongy and squishy zombie flesh.
Okay. So you cut this guy in half, and you are out of combat. And I can't get to him because Nyx is there too.
I would love to move myself. and she's just like, oh golly, I'm moving all over the map. She's just now like partially covered in like zombie goop and just kind of looks down. She says, I wish I'd known that you were going to do that.
I've kind of done it a few times, and
I
I'll
would
definitely
have
do it again.
I would have stuck with the bell. It's fine. I would have stuck with the bells if I could, I would have been in the bell. It's fine. It's fine.
You look better covered in zombie blood.
She pauses as if you genuinely this has genuinely thrown her for a loop. And so in a moment of Nyx not being able to process human emotions quite yet, she just kind of like gives you a content nod at that, and then just drops it and continues on.
And then he stabs the zombie's head, other zombie's head, and destroys
It explodes all over you. You're covered in all kinds of zombie goop.
zombie goop,
Casper.
sewage.
Byron
That'd be
will
a nice
will
patina.
loot their shambled bodies for anything of value.
Casper, why is it that the other guards we found that were freshly dead, you decided to bring with us and treat with respect, and yet these ones we can loot and stab heads in, and yet you're not bothered? She crosses
Otto.
Trying to
her
make
arms.
sure they don't come back. Zombies are good at playing dead.
Ah, okay. You see her entire body kind of stiffen up, and she says, I think that is a horrible way to look at the undead, and having them come back is not in and of itself guaranteed to be a wretched thing. These ones were just brought back poorly.
If we've learned anything, it's Casper's
Right.
classist. If you had a good job, then all of a sudden you're worthy of being transported back and saved. But if you're just raised out of the grave because you used to be a farmer, then obviously we have to murder you and stab you through the head.
Well, hold on. To Casper's defense, they were trying to kill us. So, fair's
My-
fair.
By all means, have a conversation with them. I won't stop you.
Don't tempt
Byron will loot the
He
body
will.
and then climb up the tracks.
They are zombies. There is nothing to loot on them unless you would like some torn pants, possibly a belt, and a frayed fancy bra.
Nah, that's good.
I would like
Alright.
to be able to see
No bra, really.
my characters.
Bra.
You deleted my character.
Maybe
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Touch. Appreciate that.
As they're walking, Clem is gonna clap Byron on the back and be like, "That was a good one back there. That pulling one, great."
So, as you guys come farther into the mine, ahead of you are 3 dead bodies. And as you get closer to them, you also see that behind you and to the left, there is another entryway. If you were to go over there, it is an entryway going down. But the people in front of you, you would know are Chet, Steve, and their tiefling guide.
How dare you?
Okay.
I loot the tiefling guide for her coins. Her
Oh,
her
Byron.
proprietary coins.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
She had 5 of them, so that would be another 20.
Okay.
Those are not good for anything other than this event. They're not gold, unless you could figure
Nope.
out some way that want that. But they both have short swords. They both have leather armor, and there is 1 shield if somebody would want a regular shield.
I would hand the short swords to Clem.
Mhm. You said 2, right?
Yep.
I then
Yeah.
would pick up the shield and I'll look at it and say, you know, you may not think it's fashionable, and I'll kind of snicker looking at Casper, but I'll say, Nix, if you were to stand behind this, you might be able to protect yourself from some of that zombie goo that keeps getting splashed on you.
She kind of looks down at herself, and then back at the shield, and then down. She says, "I don't enjoy how cumbersome they are. Besides, could you take care of this?"
Oh, sure. And he'll just kind of wave his hand and all the blood's gone.
Thank you. Much better than a shield.
As Casper stands behind me, still reeking of sewage from falling in the water.
He knows you can do that. He has not asked you to clean it.
He'll continue to loot the other bodies for anything outside of the proprietary gold.
So, Sora would be like, "Are we carrying these bodies back too, or do we put them by the X?"
If we waited long enough, I could create another disc and we could stack their bodies on and carry them with us, but then we already have to come back in for the guards.
I know.
I need perception checks from everybody.
Yeah, no one really liked Chet anyways. I heard he pissed his pants a lot.
Bit more than a perception check. Can I do Eyes of the Grave again?
You can do that after perception check.
Okay.
Sora had
do
a
I still have
21.
my bardic inspiration now? at this
I
point?
think yours
Or
has
does it wear off?
expired by now.
Okay.
I don't know how long that goes for, but it's been a good bit.
Gotcha.
So, who's got what?
I think the only
Mine.
one that has Bardic Inspiration right now is Clem. I think Soars and
Mine expired.
Yep.
It would not help my roll at all.
well,
So, is
10 for
anybody
me.
over 15?
yeah, Soar had a 21.
Thor is a 21.
Okay, so anyone who was over 10 would see that, that directly behind the rocks where the dead party are. So if you see where my light is at, there is a small pathway leading backwards. And then, but Soar, probably because you're up higher, you hear a subtle buzzing noise in the air near you. And when you turn around, you see a small, it's probably about 5 inches by 5 inches. It has weird little blades on the top of it, and it is hovering in the air. And underneath it is some sort of mirror contraption.
I look into the mirror. Just like, I assume. I don't know. Really know.
So just for you guys to understand, this would look like a drone.
I was thinking like Golden Snitch. I catch it. Can I tell anything about this drone? Like, is it? I don't know. Like, is it like a short range drone? Yeah.
Sure. If you get close to it, it starts to fly backwards away from you. But with a 21, you would see the words prowler, or the word prowler written underneath it.
Does that mean anything significant to me?
Give me a history check.
15.
So you would know that Prowler is one of the big 4 in the city. There are 3 factions and a corporation that run the city. There is, where are my notes at? There is the Bronze Mall, which runs the city guard. They do other stuff too, but that's the main thing they do. There's the Crimson Writ, who are like an assassin's guild. There's the Enchanter's Court, which is kind of self-explanatory. It's mages and wizards. And then there's Prowler. Prowler is the most recent company that has come to be, and they actually started as a beverage company, kind of like Red Bull, and they've diversified into a whole bunch of other stuff.
Whenever you said it backed up, which way is it going?
It's going away from you, like just
not in a general direction.
let's say if you're facing in the direction of your character, it's going southwards, like back towards where you came.
Okay. So my whole thing is like, it's just trying to get away from me so it doesn't see me. So I'm gonna assume that this thing, for lack of a better way to say it, it can hear. I would kind of be like, hey, everyone, 2 things. Well, I guess 3 things. That way is a path that seems to be leading where Chet and Steve probably came. He said I heard the low moaning up in the direction, right?
Well, so that was a low buzzing, and that would be the propeller's going.
Yeah, and then second thing is, I think I see a Prowler drone right there. And I would try to keep getting closer. But it's going away from me, so I want to try to catch it.
Okay.
Go after it.
You're an owl. You're a predator, man. Go snatch it out of the air.
Give me either an attack roll or an acrobatics to try to catch it. So an attack roll would be to try to damage it. Acrobatics would be to try to catch it.
Unarmed strike. Would that work?
If you just want to try to punch it, sure. But
claw move or something?
I don't
don't
have.
know
Well,
that
that's the
well.
thing is I don't have like a claw or like a catch. I'll just roll.
Gotcha.
Is it Arcana? Or sorry,
No,
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Okay. That's a 5, so I'm gonna use my inspiration, and that's a 10.
So you go to grab it, and it zips away in the other direction, but it's not running away. It's just trying to stay away from you, almost like it's observing what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, I don't think it's trying to run away, but I think it's just observing. Chet and it was because we probably didn't notice it, and at least as far as I know, it was probably observing Chet and Steve, and then the unfortunate incident happened with them. So I'm sure it's just here to observe and watch us. So I don't see, as of right now. I would ask Cinnamon, like, hey, is Prowler sponsoring this event at all?
Not that I know. They could be. They have lots of companies, but we are sponsored locally by the Tiefling's Touch. It's just something that we do here for this. It doesn't mean that their fingers aren't in it.
Okay.
Question: is Rolundra sponsored or owned by Prowler by chance?
Give me a history check.
History.
Can I get a lore check on Rolundra real quick?
8. Rolundra was the catering company that was bringing in the food to Tiefling's Hutch and everything.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Nope. The Rolundra was where the zombies were coming from.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. We had noted catering as Rolundra.
Nope, that's where the zombies were brought in. So
alright. I have an
So
8
you-
for history check.
you are not sure about that. As far as you know, it's just it's an area that is to the west on the other side of the mountain.
Yep.
Okay, now Lisa, you had wanted to do some stuff.
Oh golly, I don't even. Yeah, whatever. So you think that thing's just watching us?
Yeah, it's not trying to run away every time I get close. It's just staying back. I think they're just here to observe what's going on. So far I don't get a hostile intent from my hawk-like senses, even though I'm an owl. I don't know why I said hawk.
I'm gonna
An
try
owl-like
to
sense.
shoot my short bow at it. See if I can just snipe at it.
Okay.
No.
18.
Okay, yeah. Roll for damage.
7.
You aim up and let loose this short bow, and it just clips the wing, and it falls to the ground. And
Gotcha.
so it is falling to the ground, and if nobody does anything else, it smashes to
Yeah.
pieces.
I'm going to catch it.
You're gonna try to catch it? All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna need another acrobatics.
Go for it.
5. Someone give me inspiration.
I mean, you have Bardic Inspiration.
I don't think a 9 would help, even if I got it.
It's a D6, but yeah.
Oh, it's a D6. What about 11?
You swoop down, and as you do, you hit it with the tip of your finger, and it hits the ground. And I'll say it's gonna take less damage. I rolled a 1, so it is still intact, but it is busted the hell up.
I would kind of go over it and observe, like pick it up and observe it. Kind of looking into the mirror, seeing if it's cracked, and then not really flight worthy, but is there like a? I mean, I know it's magical, but like, is it a? Oh, I guess I don't know how to say it. Like a.
So, what you're looking at, like I said, it's about maybe 3.5 by 5.5 inches long, and it is a deep dark purple Like I said, the bottom of it had has a mirror on it. It has little blades on top of it. But hold on 1 second here. If you want to give me an Arcana check, you can.
The one thing I'm good at. 16.
All right.
Okay. I'm looking something up real quick here. All right, so you're looking at this, and you can see that there's some sort of divination magic on this. You can't tell any more than that, but there has been some sort of divination put onto it.
I wouldn't pick that thing up if I were you.
I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay.
A whole drone?
Well, it's small.
It's only.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
only a couple inches big. Sor, if you think that that thing was just down here observing, don't you think that it watched these people die?
Exactly. So the way I see it is like, if it watched these people die, we might be able to extract the information from this drone somehow. I'm not good with technology, but Byron has been here for 10 years, so he probably knows someone.
I mean, I know some people in certain places that do certain things.
Exactly.
Cinnamon, how often do the guides die, as well as the participants?
She is terrified. She's like, well, I don't know that anybody's ever died. That's a guide. We had someone fall down the shaft last year, but nobody died from the zombies, or especially not the guides. We're just here to watch.
Byron kind of looks
Observe.
towards the tiefling and says, "Well, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore."
I would greatly appreciate it if you would give me a sword, but that doesn't seem to be in the cards.
You would like a weapon?
Nyx will turn to Clem. Don't you have like 8 swords or something?
6.
Byron will pick up one of the clubs that he had taken off of the knolls and just say, "Would you like a club?"
And she's holding it like upside down. Like she clearly has no idea how to use a weapon. She's got
You know what?
she's got
Handing
like this,
you-
and it's
yeah.
downwards.
Club upside.
Handing you the club was the right call. Had you gripped a sword like that, you would have cut your hands off.
Maybe and she hands you back the club. She's like, I'll be in charge of this, and she holds up the health potion again.
Oh, you can hold on to the torch.
Okay, she holds the torch too. So she got a health potion in one hand and a torch in the other.
The ultimate loadout.
Is she holding
would-
the torch by the lit end, or is she at least smart enough to understand that fucking grab it by the
She grabs it by the bottom, not by the top.
woof?
I would kind of go to Byron and be like, I made us a target. I made her a target in case we get attacked. They'll shoot her first.
Byron, looking at his oil lamp, goes, "Right. Good thing she's the target."
I'll just press to just hit your oil lamp. It's fine.
Just stay in the back, Cinnamon. You should be fine.
You could stay by me.
Okay, so we
Use
have
Eyes of the Grave.
two
and I'm just
paths.
gonna-
Oh,
I'm gonna
sorry.
use Eyes of the Grave. It's
Yep.
okay. Allows me to sense any undead within 60 feet that aren't behind total cover.
Okay.
So 60 feet out. Do we sense any baddies? Oh, sense and know the location, if there are any around.
Wait, what?
Lets me
So-
know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
Oh, that's a negative.
Okay.
You're getting a strong feeling of yourself, and that's it.
Okay, cool. Well, the good news is there doesn't seem to be any others in the immediate area. Hopefully we can find the way out of here, and who knows what'll await us on the surface.
So then,
That way looks to be the way out of here, and I point towards the small cavern right in front of us. Trail thing.
I will turn towards the rest of the group and say, so, are we done killing and reporting the death of a guide, or are we continuing to pursue more undead?
I think
At this point,
that I don't know. Maybe it hasn't been life-threatening to us yet.
Are we going to continue till it becomes life-threatening?
I think at this point it's largely going to depend on what we run into. If we keep running into undead, I mean, what's our other option? Bolt?
Living.
Why
I'm
do you
open
think that
for
the
whatever.
way in front of us is the way out?
Because it looks like that's where Chet and Steve came from.
Does it look like that's where Chet and Steve came from? DM?
Give me a survival.
I thought you said that that's where the breeze was coming from. Maybe I'm dumb.
No, earlier you said you rolled an 8, and I was like, "There's a breeze. It's come from somewhere."
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on that one.
I would think that it'd be up, but maybe not. I clearly don't know anything about this.
14.
14. Yeah, you are looking around. Where you're currently at, it looks like there's a large number of people that have come through, and the small little area that's real confined, that looks like have been less people, probably less than 5.
But I can't tell if it might have been based on like how their bodies are placed or what have you, whether it could have been the group
Nope.
that is dead. Okay.
Are there any indications from any of the footprints or the wounds on the bodies that there might have been a giant scorpion that came through here recently?
Give me a perception check.
A great question to always ask.
You would know that it did go up the other path,
Okay, okay.
The
Yeah,
busier
but-
path.
but you can give me a perception, see what you see.
14.
Okay.
What do I
So you're walking. Excuse me. You're walking around the area, and you do see that it appears there's a lot of footprints, but over in the corner, like here, where you're about 10, 15 feet away from Byron, you do see what looks like some rather large giant scorpion footprints.
Well, shit. Well, it either came through here or there's multiple tiny goblin men riding around on giant scorpions.
Oh, where does it look like the scorpion went?
You see evidence of around here. You can't tell whether it's coming or going, but this is the area.
Wait,
Closer to the big entrance.
Where did
so
it come
the tracks are only in that spot. It doesn't like loop through. Like it does.
That's where with the 14. That's where you're finding them. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of other activity that's happened here.
So, do we proceed up?
It seems to be the logical choice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh,
Alrighty.
sorry.
Casper,
Fuck
get
yeah,
up there.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Sor, you should scout ahead. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Charge on
Could
it.
you just?
Are you-
That's a good idea. Your own idea.
Are you
I saw
Are
him
you-
doing it. No, I saw him.
are you stealthing or what are you doing there?
If he wants me to scout, I will.
Okay, so give me
Yeah,
a stealth roll.
Okay. I was gonna wait, have us, or at least say we should wait down there before he.
That's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20, so you are like the wind. You are up on a current at the top of the roof, and you get in here and you see a ton of zombies.
This
You
bad. I looked
see
ahead.
1,
There's
2,
so
3,
many.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 12 zombies. But the thing that worries you the most is here in the middle, there is some sort of other creature that seems to be almost controlling the zombies.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
What?
Clem says that
Does
out
it
loud.
also
Well,
look like a
this
zombie?
just got interesting.
was that?
What does it look like? Is it a lich? Is it a gnoll?
You have no idea because
Is it
you're still
humanoid?
hiding.
I'm hiding. Where am I hiding?
Yeah, I would.
I'm out in the lead, bitch.
Oh, okay. Then,
Casper.
guys, I need you to roll for initiative since
No, I don't want to do
Nix
that.
is in the front.
No,
Yep.
no, never mind. Nope, sorry. I'm hiding.
Oh,
I'm
Nix.
cowering. I'm cowering like a little ghost bitch.
Oh no.
11.
Gosh darn it!
9.
Hold on.
God
Let me.
fucking. I got a 21.
I got a
Hold on.
22.
I really didn't think you guys would charge directly into the giant room full of.
None of
Have you
us said we
met
were
us?
going to attack stuff. You said roll initiative.
You said you were
goofy.
completely out
Did
in the
say.
I'm out in the lead. I ain't hiding. Famous last words.
It's about to be.
She's undead. She might be being controlled by one of them.
Yeah.
This
That's
is her
it.
trap.
Oh,
These are her
God, how
people.
great would that be if I just if I just suddenly switched and started attacking you guys? And it was like this was all a hoax. The zombies were mine from the get-go.
All right. So,
Oh,
I need
It's what we get, Lisa.
some initiatives.
9 for
Bye.
Casper.
9 for Casper. Byron.
11.
Soar.
20.
Nix.
21.
And Clem.
22.
Auto roll and start. Clem, you get to go first.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna come hide behind this little thingy-bobber here and try to do a little peek out and shoot at this guy to the left of Soar.
This
Go
guy here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And go for an Eldritch Blast on that. Which is an 8 to hit.
Okay. So you hit him with an 8. And
I got it.
how much you damage?
Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits 8.
Boom!
It's a zombie.
That's a 7 damage.
So you hit this thing and its chest just explodes. And it
These
is dead.
wonders. Yes!
All right. So
Can I say anything on her turn? Is that allowed?
I mean, what are you trying to say?
We should use the stairs as a funnel point.
Yeah, sure. I like
Too
it.
many of them.
Or we could just bail. Bail?
Oh no.
Bail?
Either way, I have to go down the stairs.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Nix, it is your turn, so you could decide what you're gonna do.
Takes a sip of water.
Final point.
Got that.
Right.
Ventriloquism?
Get the fuck out of here. Here. All right, fine. From my vantage point, I can shoot my short bow at the one high up, and I got a 21, and I hit him for 5 points of damage, even though I apparently still don't fucking know what he is or what kind of creature he looks like. And then I'm just gonna get the fuck out of there.
Okay. So you hit this creature, and
Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today. Not today.
She
Oh, boy.
runs. Fast.
Okay.
walks.
Oh yeah.
So you hear from just out of nowhere, coward, as Nix runs away.
No
and
shame.
It is now Soar's turn.
Level 1 with 1 spell slot. As soon as y'all fuckers go down, I'm healing one of you, and then the rest of you can eat my ass.
Thor is gonna continue to stay up, and he's just going to fly around, sort of like in a big circle, even though he doesn't have that much movement. But he's gonna fly around and just observe how, because he got the sense that the ghoul was in charge. It's just titled ghoul. We don't know it's a
Yep.
ghoul. But he's just gonna observe while everything moves and look at the movements of what the ghoul is doing and see if he's really the one that's controlling everything.
Sure. Give me a nature check, I guess, or a I guess nature. 7.
Yeah, that's
you're,
not good.
You're not sure.
Okay.
All right. So now it's turns for the zombies. So let's see. This guy is dead, and this guy's gonna move here. This guy's gonna move here.
Of course.
Byron, get ready as I move all these people
4.
to go.
Oh, all right.
All right.
That was
Everybody
fast.
has gone, and Byron, it's your turn.
Okay, let me just make sure he's in range. Okay. Byron. I think what Byron would do is kind of look at the creature in the center and just say, did you pay these people to protect you? Because it doesn't seem like you'd have very many friends otherwise. And he'll vicious mockery
All right.
against the guy who seems menacing. So wisdom 14 on that guy.
Let's see here. That's 15. I roll only good against your things.
It happens. So yep, that's that. And he will look at Casper for his last and says, "Worry not. When I tell the tale of this moment, I'll leave out how you would have failed spectacularly without my help. Go get him." And you'll get Bardic Inspiration.
What?
That man's about to be the tank in front of everyone.
And he got that inspiration, and now it's his turn.
Yep, and I'm
God.
going to back up.
Everyone get down the stairs, Clem. You're out of position.
Like, no.
Oh, Soar is
Down
up
the stairs,
ahead,
the
and
stairs where
I'm
I
out
am.
of position.
Y'all don't know where I
Flying
am.
in the sky. Okay. What is the? Okay, he's gonna switch to his sword and shield. Wow. Is that really 15 feet away?
That's
Yeah,
a
because
massive
you're
map.
going diagonals.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to go to the top of the stairs. How many zombies could fit in front of me?
Technically, it would be 10 feet of movement because you were standing where that position was. So it'd be 1 foot, 1 space, 2 space.
Well,
So
if
it'd
it's
be-
only one space, it'd be 5 feet here.
Okay. Okay. Then cool. I will do that. I'm going to go up and smash this guy with my longsword. Bada bing. 7. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on that.
Okay.
Let's just do this. If I hit, it's 10 damage. So I have to do that in one thing. How do I roll? Just a dice?
Just a 1d6, but since you rolled a 7 and their AC is 8, you
Oh.
cut this guy in half again. This way, left, right, just right in the middle, and then he slides slowly over and falls apart.
Well, Casper looks surprised. He did a little offensive defensive action forwards and then backwards, but did not expect to actually do that. But he or get away with it. But now he's going to use the rest of his movement to leave. So can I count the squares with my guy instead of using the
Yep.
ruler? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, and then he's going to take a bit of a defensive position right here. So how many zombies could fit in front of him?
I mean, it's
Just
1,
Too
2,
many?
3. Guy to your left, a guy 2 right in front of you, and 1 to the left.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Clem, it's your turn.
Clem is just gonna go, oh, fine, and come, and she's gonna try and just vault over this. How big of a drop is that?
It is.
Like a not too bad boy drop?
We're gonna say you're good. It's a 10-foot drop, so
Oh yeah.
you're gonna
that's
need
not
an athletics check, or you're gonna take a D6 damage. You need to get over a 10.
Clem's like, oh, fine, and then hops over the nearest cliff.
Can I-
Yeah,
I
I like the rule of cool, but
Could I con you into an acrobatics check, perchance?
Oh yeah, did I say athletics? I apologize. Yes,
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yep.
parkour.
What'd you get? I don't.
I don't want to tell you.
Oh, here, let me get out my D6. I finally get to do some damage.
No.
Good thing I have those temporary hit points.
That's a 6. I don't think you can see it, but that's a 6. That's 6 damage from falling, being dum-dum.
It's fine. It's fine.
I finally got to do some damage.
God bless temporary hit
It's been
points.
so nice not
Dealing with...
not having to cure and stabilize a whole bunch of people from them all being dead. That's been great so far.
So, Nyx, it's your turn.
Oh, is it? Hooray. Alright, well, I technically need to be able to see people in order to use Toll the Dead, which is very annoying. So I'm gonna have to actually head back up
You
the
could
stairs.
hold your action to do it if
I mean, I could, but once I'm back up the stairs, I don't need to disengage if I'm this far from a creature, right? Can I shoot
Nope.
and then
You
step
can
back?
you can
if you have enough
shoot and
movement,
move
yeah.
back.
Well, but then you'd have to get past Byron.
Is that a problem?
I don't know how,
He
I
is
don't know
an
how much...
enemy.
Byron
Do you
being
have
gross?
He will
15
kill
more
you.
feet to move?
Do I need what?
You
You-
need a total of 30 feet to be able to pull this maneuver off.
Yeah.
That's standard movement.
Not if I use my short bow. I can hit him from.
No,
No.
what he's saying is unless you can get past Byron, you can't stop on a same space
So
that he's in.
It would be
Oh,
15 feet
okay.
up the stairs, 15 feet back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're good.
Yeah. Okay. 14. Hitting
And
the
who are
big
you
baddie
shooting?
again. Big
You're hitting
baddie.
the big baddie. 14
Yeah. For 6
is-
points of damage.
Oh, 6 points of damage, and
Mhm.
he is... Where is he at here?
Tell me.
So you hit him, and he is exactly bloodied.
Okay.
You wing him in the shoulder, and he is now bleeding.
But can I
Interesting.
see what the fuck he is?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know, can I?
I'll-
I've got 60 feet of dark vision. I just want to know, with him being like a zombie that's unlike the other zombies we've seen before, is
Yeah.
it humanoid? Is
It's your
it an
husband.
animal?
These
Give
are the
me
60
a
feet of you.
Husband?
give me a nature check.
Okay. 11.
You can see that this is some sort of ghoul, but it's not a regular ghoul.
Ooh.
Regular ghoul.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
like a
Ooh.
it's like a +1 ghoul.
All right, I'm gonna run back down the stairs to my safe space. As my turn.
Soar.
I'm still gonna stay stealthed up here, just flying
Okay.
around.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the back behind everyone, like kind of back here. Do I see anything up this direction?
So in that direction, you can see that there is more of the mine leading up, and there's some sort of, I don't know if you can see it from where you're at.
No, I can't. I wouldn't be able
Okay, so yeah, that's all you can see, just some sort of mine leading up.
to. Okay.
The one thing that you can see is it looks like someone built stairs on this next level up above you. It looks like someone built these stairs to get around the crumbling mine cart track.
Do they look built into the stone, or do they look like the same woodwork as the whole mine?
They look to be newer.
Interesting.
All right, zombies' turn. These guys are gonna move over by Soar, but they can't do anything because flying. He sucks.
Wait, do they
And
see me?
then, no, they're just moving around
Okay,
over
okay.
there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That guy's gonna move there. 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, and this guy is going to. He's gonna come forward. Boop. He charges forward, and I think I moved everybody. So now it is Byron's turn.
Okay. Byron should be able to see from his area. He is just going to pull out the hand crossbow again that's connected to his wrist and shoot that off.
Okay. And who are you shooting at?
Big guy. The weird one.
All right.
The weird ghoul. All right. So actions, roll for the hand crossbow. 25
That
Nice.
definitely hits.
for 8 piercing damage.
Oh.
Nice.
So you hit this guy, and he is almost dead. It is stuck through one of his eyes. And he's just kind of waving back and forth.
I
he's-
shoot him and I just kind of turn around and say, "Ooh, sorry, Nix. You may not get much useful information out of this one. I hit it kind of vitally."
That's fine. Just take him down.
That's the end of my turn.
Casper?
All right. He's going to use his bonus action to do aggressive, which gives me 30 extra feet of movement towards enemies.
Okay.
So another war cry and charge towards the zombie, slashed with my longsword, bread and butter stuff. Let's see. By the way, 21 to hit for
Yes,
4
that-
damage.
That zombie explodes just like the other ones that have been getting hit. And it is now.
And then I move back.
Okay.
So
It is now-
the ghoul exploded.
No,
Not
that
the
was
wolf.
the
The
that was
zombie.
the guy in the front.
Oh, okay.
And Clem?
So this rock behind Clem,
Mhm.
it's shorter than 10 feet, and so she could presumably like use it to hoist herself up and like
Sure.
shoot a blast between those ropes at the big baddie.
Sure.
Thank you. She goes, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. And so she's gonna go for the big guy, and I don't want to tell you again. It was a 7.
It was a 7. Oh no. You couldn't have got an 8.
I'm just gonna keep her
So,
there though, so it's
it-
fine.
It shoots over there, and Nix, it is your turn.
Oh boy, what do I do? I'm gonna run back up these stairs. And then I'm gonna try to shoot this dumb, stupid. Oh no, I got a nat 1.
You are running up the stairs, and as you run up the stairs, your foot catches on Casper's, and you fall face first in front of him.
Can I
Oh.
try and catch her?
No. It's not your turn.
Okay.
So
Down
I like
go.
I like the idea, but no, she rolled a natural 1. She fell right on her face.
You would have
do you
enough movement
think-
to stand back up, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to stand back up. But now I did not attack anything, and also I cannot escape. So I'm just gonna just gonna shimmy over to the best I can on this little ledge and pray that nothing hits me.
Okay. Soar?
Casper grimaces.
It's your turn.
It's gonna take me a couple turns to get what I want to do, but I'm gonna move 30 feet towards everyone, and then that's my turn. And I'm still stealth.
Zombie's turn. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Here.
Yeah, that
Here.
tracks.
Here. All right. So all the zombies are now moving forward.
Good luck, Nix.
Thanks.
So the
Dead, you know.
the zombie in front of Casper is going to attack Casper, and that is a 16.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. And then the other zombie is going to attack Nyx before the bad guy hits. That is a 12.
Oh, that does not hit.
All right, so the last guy, he is going to try to bite you.
He's going to eat your
And
soul.
actually, he's going to try to
Cool.
yeah, he's going to try to claw you.
Nice
right.
jail, nice jail, nice jail.
It's a natural 1.
Oh.
He goes to bite you, and when he does, he misses completely and actually bites that little post that's next to you. And
Does his big
that
scoopy zombie jaw fall off?
Do his teeth get stuck?
actually,
Does he die?
Does he fall down and take
He does 1
gravity
point of damage to himself, and his jaw
Here's-
tears off.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna
Oh,
roll
man.
d6,
Okay.
right? It's gonna be for d3 damage, right? So I rolled a 2, so 1 damage, and he is almost dead. And
Poetic, really. He kills
Yeah.
himself in the end.
Whoops.
You know,
It's
he's
Byron's turn.
also- He's now within drop kicking
Technically,
range,
Nyx would
so-
get credit for that kill because he was trying to kill Nyx. So it's Nyx's fault that he's dead.
Byron.
Credit for
Byron,
kills is hugely important in this campaign. So
I guess I'll pop my inspiration and roll a 21 to attack that guy for 7 points of damage. Big guy.
All right, and tell me how you kill him.
So I shoot this bolt and it goes through the other eye, and I say, "Look, everybody, I killed him."
And with that, it falls to the ground, and you all feel a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher. Like maybe next week you will be level 2.
Oh, thank goodness.
Do.
Gosh.
So- With the death of this guy, does it look like the other zombies are like lost, or are they still coming at us?
You're gonna have to find out next week.
All right.
But we'll
Womp
be level
womp.
2 when we find out.
You
next
will be
week.
level 2 next week.
on DM saving throw.
So, Lisa, did you find anybody to give inspiration to for next week to obviously
Yeah.
screw me over for trying to hit somebody?
I thought
I
it's Kite
did.
Sage for the joke.
It was
There were a lot of we had some pretty fucking sick jokes happening.
look like
Bob's
she
cat also 10 out of 10 would give inspiration
Thank
if I could. However,
it looks like it is legendary wifey for I got your digits, handing over the necklace.
I mean, look, I'm a sucker for a pun. Okay, the pun did it. The pun pushed it over the edge.
It's
All
funny
right.
when they do it, but not when I do it. I get it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You
looks
know
like
what? Here's the thing, Legendary Wifey. I think Hot Breadstick is gonna have plenty of opportunities with this sick ass commentary, but take the W this time, okay?
so next week you'll be able to obviously rip away the happiness in my life when I get to go hit somebody or help them out. But in the meantime, please tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy to come and watch us be dummies on the internet. But thank you guys so much. You're all awesome.
Next time
Thanks,
we kill
guys.
cinnamon.
We love
Yep.
you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Ta!